So in my first video, we talked about how to calculate your personal year number, and then also talked about personal year 1, 2, and 3. So in this video, we're going to be discussing personal year 4, 5, and 6. And I think that these are such amazing years. Obviously, they're smack dab in the middle of your 9-year cycle. So they're really like, you've already kind of figured out what you're doing, and they're really kind of rooting in what your plan is for this 9-year cycle. If you've begun planning, which you're going to start doing with this video. So let's talk about a personal year 4. Personal year 4, like the word that I have for that is foundation. Your personal year 4 is all about your personal sense of security, stability, your foundations. 4 also represents the medical field. So this may also be a year where you really get focused on health or wellness. It's really a year about foundations and structure and what really is going to set us up for the future for success. So when it comes to stability and security, you're going to be anything that isn't on solid ground is likely going to be shook. And or you're going to feel a sense of you needing to shake it up. This is a year where we get really focused on our finances. Are our finances in the right spot? What do we want to do to create more wealth or more prosperity in our life? Whether that is possibly going back to school to create a new career, whether that is reevaluating a career that you have and figuring out what you want your next steps to be in that ladder of growth at your job or your current chosen career. Or whether that's looking at what you're doing right now to bring in income and security and stability. Is it providing the type of security and stability that you want? Is it really what you want in your life? Because if it isn't, this is a year where sometimes we might choose to get a certificate in a certain field and or go back to maybe even higher school, like college or grad school or something like that, to really progress ourselves. We also are looking at anything that might not be bringing us the abundance or the financial security that we want. So we might be looking at investing more into our 401k or maybe diversifying that into some kind of like day trading or something, right? We might also be looking at what are the things that we can cut out in our life? You know, if we're going through a bit of a financial struggle, we might be saying, hey, this is a year where I really want to buckle down and I'm going to focus on what it is that I want in the future. So I'm willing to sacrifice these things right now and not have these to make sure that I have that. It also brings us to anything that's foundational, anything that brings us a sense of security. You know, you might be looking at buying a house in a year 4 to begin building that foundation for your future